The choir comes from a wonderful church called Watoto Church. And that church started back in the 80s. And that church saw the plight and the problem of our community in Uganda. We suffered from HIV. The country had a problem with HIV, AIDS, and war. And that period left very, very many orphans in Uganda. So as a church, we believe that the problems of the community are the problems of the church. And the church has to be a solution to the problems that are affecting its community. So we have taken on this problem, and through the transformational power of Jesus, Watoto is able right now to look after 3,500 children and about 4,000 women that have suffered consequences of HIV/AIDS. That's what Watoto is about. It's about rescuing vulnerable children, raising them to be leaders, so that way we can rebuild a better country, a better community, and eventually a new African continent.
My name is Mariam, and we are here to represent Jesus, represent our pastors and our friends back at home.
Can you tell me how you got involved with the choir?
I stay in Uganda, East Africa, and where I come from is the village. It is called Nampunano, and I came to Watoto when the social workers, they came in our villages and they said that we want children who don't have moms and dads, and that's how I came to Watoto.
Well, my name is Samson, and we're here in the UK for a 6-month tour, and we came here to represent Jesus and our friends in the village and to share about the love of God.
And how did you become involved with the choir?
Well, I was in the village, in the Watoto villages. They come and choose children who have never traveled before. You go for blood checkup, and then they ask you some questions. Would you like to join the choir? Can you sing? Can you dance? And well, I passed and I practiced for a month, and then we went for some auditions, and then we started training for the choir for 6 months of training and came here.
Can you tell us a bit more about the tour? How many countries you go to? How many cities you go to?
We would have been, at the completion of the 6 months, we would have toured possibly about 180 cities in Europe alone. This is one of the choirs that is traveling. There's another choir somewhere in the States. There's another choir in Australia, Canada. So the choirs travel all over the world. And this started in 1994. So we're counting down from one choir to another. And this is choir 69.
Netherlands, Wales, Scotland and Ireland, and I like visiting different places because I get to know more different places than I would have been when I'm in Uganda.
I think the choir is a learning period. You learn a lot from the choir. You come along to see all over the United Kingdom, and you see many places.
How did you yourself become involved with the Life Church?
Well, I grew up as a Muslim young boy in a family of 4, and I desired so much to have a reason to live. And one day while I was walking downtown Kampala, I walked into a church with a beautiful scenery of worship, and I gave my life to Jesus. But that church is not just about huge numbers of people coming to a Sunday celebration. That church is about the church being the solution to the problems of the communities that we live in. So because I am that part, I'm a solution to the problems in my communities. So looking after orphans and raising them to be leaders is something that I passionately trust and want to give my life doing. We can raise leaders. We don't have to cry about our problems. We can have African problems, and we can find godly solutions to the problems that we face as a country. The church is a critical element in fulfilling that, and we are that church. We are the new hope, raising a new generation of leaders that love Jesus, love the people, love their community. And we believe that God wants to take the youngest, most despised people of the world, give them a reason to live, and that way they can transform their communities. That's what raising orphans for at Watoto is about.